Hey everybody, I hope all is well. Today is the 1st of Feb 2021. I'd just like to do a short video in regards to what's happening around the country at the moment. Now, I put a riddle out for the 4th of May 2020 and what it means to us in Australia. Now, I'm thankful that Andy answered my question and I totally agree with him. There's going to be a shift in regards to balance for us as a nation. Now, 4th of May 2020, what happened? The US corporation has registered on the Securities and Exchange Commission has been deregistered. President Trump was smart enough to do that before he left office. Now, we've seen all the videos that was pre-planned and had to Joe Biden and everybody else to be sworn in to actually complete the treasonous acts. But the 4th of May to Australia, what does that mean? Australia was sitting under the umbrella of the US corporation. So it was part of the US corporation as it was registered on the stock exchange. Now, the US being deregistered meant the bankruptcy is over. So Australia is actually sitting free at the moment. We're totally free from all debt. So we've got to understand that. We're totally free from all debt, international debt. So the land, the resources, everything comes back to us, people here. All right? It comes back to us. Now, from what I've seen and the information I've received, I wrote a few things here as well. Being free as we are now, 1933 was when all the birth certificate fraud came in. So I feel it in my heart that the birth certificate investment or securitized bonds will come back to the people. It'll come back to each and every one of us, because that was our investment from the government. Now, from the information I received, I thought it was paid to our state, but the information I received, so the government paid to the Queen. So all the gold that was supposed to be invested in us has gone across to the Queen as her subject. So, and that's across the Commonwealth. So that's what's happened. When we're born, we're paid in gold to, I thought it was the state, but it's actually paid to the Queen. So all that gold that was with the Queen, that's why President Trump went and saw the Queen and confiscated all the gold. So all the gold is back in his hands in the Federal Reserve in the US. And as I said, it's actually going to be paid back to us. So, but that's another thing. We'll cross that when we get there. Now, the military martial law, I believe, is already started in Australia. That's why Perth and in Victoria and Melbourne, the lockdowns are there for a reason. And I believe this is what is happening. Sydney will be the next follow-up, and then Brisbane. So Canberra, they need to bloody blow that house down, Canberra House. But the other thing is, now, before President Trump left office, he had already arranged allies with the military international. So there's 17 allied military helping him. So this will be a worldwide cleanup. So everything's happening at the moment, and we won't see it. But what we have to do is keep on distracting. I've been saying that in my post. Let's keep distracting the government officers that we have. Now, the way I see it, as I said, this is not legal advice. This is only what I interpret and what I see is positives. The current agencies are operating in fraud because there's no constitution, there's no actual law in Australia, because of that dissolving of the corporation. Corporation of US has dissolved, deregistered from the stock exchange. That means all the laws are in limbo at the moment. The information I have that the US will bring a constitution in, so our constitution 1901, 1900 and 1901 will be dissolved and we'll have a new one. So I believe it'll be written by us, by the people. So we have to stay positive and start thinking about that. Now, before the other thing as well we have to understand is why has this taken place? Now, from what I can see in the research and the information I've been sent, since JFK was assassinated, so when he was assassinated, the generals got together in America and set up that this will never happen again. And it's come through until the elections this year. So that's why the sting happened in that way. Now, President Trump has got 200 or 300 high-ranking generals behind him in America. Now, not too many people know, but a few days ago, the US and Taiwanese armed forces, invaded China, and China is really under no threat to anybody. So that was only a few days ago, I think about a week or so ago. But it was so quiet, nothing happened. It wasn't a shot fire. They just invaded and pretty much told the Chinese government to stand down. That was it. So it's already happened. And what we have to do is keep doing what we're doing. Stay positive, keep backing each other. But I'd like to ask everybody as well to help me. Now, as you've seen, I've posted the affidavit of truth that I'm sending out to different agencies. I'd like you to try and do it as well. Just one affidavit, target your member, your local council member, your politician, your agency, your employer. If you lost your job through this COVID, challenge your employer. I'm not saying, sorry, I shouldn't say that, because your employer probably lost the job as well. But I say challenge the government direct. Challenge the employment officer that you've lost your job. So what you do is we need to get payback. As I said, there's no more debt in Australia. That's the way I see it. I don't know. But I'd like you guys to research for yourselves, because this is my opinion. Australia's free. There's no laws. So anybody that gets picked up for anything by the police or any fines or anything, just tell them 4th of May, look it up, 4th of May 2020, corporation has been dissolved. All laws are in idle at the moment. It's all caretaker mode. So I hope this information helps everybody. And this is not alcohol, this is ginger ale. So all my kids there, eat your heart out. The kids know where I live. Love you all. God bless.